So, what's the book really about? Like,
what's it about? Basically, this introduces you to what salt marshes are. So salt marshes are these really unique places. They are found right near the ocean.
Hello. Go ahead. How old were you when you knew you wanted to write books?
So I remember being in 4th grade when I started doing some of my own writing on my own. So I guess about 9.
Well, I was working in this zoo, and I decided that the zoo was so cool that I had to make a website about it. And actually, the website was really to help people to imagine more animals, what they would look like, and how, what kind of things they. Normal-sized seahorse was swimming along in the ocean. She hated that she was so small, so she went to see the witch of the sea. I want to be big, really big, she said to the witch. By the way, Sarah the giant seahorse always talks in such a big voice because she wants to be so big. That's why she shouts. She said to the witch, "Careful what you wish for."
So you guys are down here. I'm about right there in southwest South Dakota. Okay, and I have to pick up the classroom here and move you guys to my window.
That's a nice view.
Yeah. So that's where I work. All that stuff you see outside is half as old as the last dinosaurs. And then we also have one of the largest preserved mixed grass prairies. So we have lots of wildlife.
Where are you from?
Florida. And that's in the United States.
Florida is a peninsula.
What are some of your favorite cuisines? So, what are your favorite foods to eat?
Steaks and pizza.
Hello, my name is Wyatt, and what is one type of candy you eat?
We eat lollipops and sweet and the chocolate and ice cream.
Tell us about your NFL history.
Oh boy, that's quite a history there, Mackenzie. Well, I was, in terms of NFL terminology, I was drafted into the NFL in 1992. And I was drafted by a team called the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta, Georgia, where I began what was my rookie year. And I would go on to play 2 years in Atlanta with the Falcons. And then I would go on to be the Detroit Lions. And then I would go on to play. I was raised with a sort of a creed that I so enjoy. And I live by it today. If I can remember just how it goes, I'll recite it for you. And it goes, if you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win and think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, then you're lost. For out in the world, you find that success begins with a person's will is all in that state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, then you are. You have to think high to rise before you can ever win a prize. That life successes don't always go to the stronger, faster, or more talented man, but sooner or later the one who wins, the one who thinks he can. I was never the smartest, fastest, or strongest, but I was always the person that believed that he could do it. And so I believe if you believe you can, then you will.
A little bit about what paleontology is. So I'm wondering if anybody out there can raise their hand and help out with an idea. And you can just stay seated as long as you use your outdoor voice, okay? Paleontologists might dig up, and I have some of them here on the table. Does anybody know what that science word is? Starts with the letter F. Okay, let's go to one of our helpers in the front with the green strap.
I believe that the word is fossils.
You're right. So everyone say fossils.
Fossils.
And you can see just how big this fossil is compared to my finger. And you can see it's pretty pointy. But what I want you to notice about it is also very sharp. So if we go on the edge of this fossil, you might be able to see it's got these bumps. That's a clue. And if we zoom out, again, flip it over, you can see the shape of this fossil. So this is from a dinosaur, but I want to know what part of the dinosaur we're looking at.
Alex.
If you've got a guess, you can go right ahead and raise your hand, and I'll get one of the teachers to help me out with people. And just shout out your answers nice and loud.
I would say it's part of a tooth of maybe a raptor or something because it's smaller, so it wouldn't be a
You're
T-Rex.
right.
So we are so excited that you can be a part of our 4th annual Skype-a-thon.
Well, thanks for having me.
So we do have some questions, but you can tell us a little bit about what you do first, if you like.
Anything you like. My name's Swampy, or Jeff Swampy Marsh, and I'm the co-creator and executive producer of Disney's Phineas and Ferb, and as long as we got it together, life's good. Hello.
Hi.
Wow, that's a lot of highs.
So we are so excited that you can be a part of our 4th annual Skype-a-thon.
Well, thanks for having me.
So we do have some questions, but you can tell us a little bit about what you do first, if you like.
Anything you like. My name's Swampy, or Jeff Swampy Marsh, and I'm the co-creator and executive producer of Disney's Phineas and Ferb, and I'm also the voice of Major Monogram on the show. So when you hear the guy with the mustache say, "Good morning, Agent P, the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz is up to no good again," that's me. And I also write the songs and pretty much anything else that they ask me to do.
Okay. How did you come up with the weird shaped heads that all the characters have?
That started with a drawing that my partner Dan Povenmire did on a piece of paper that they put over a table at a restaurant. He was drawing on it with crayons. And he simply thought, you know, I've never seen a character with a triangular shaped head. I wonder what that would look like. And so he drew this little drawing that we still have. It's framed and hanging on the wall of his office. And he brought it in the next day and said, "What do you think about this guy?" And that's kind of how the whole series began. And we decided to base Ferb is kind of a graduated cylinder, Perry is a rectangle, Candace is kind of a half circle on a stem, and Isabella is a half a circle turned sideways. We just sort of started with shapes because we thought that they would look very good in silhouette. And that's how it started.
Thank you, that's very interesting.
My name is Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi. What year was it when you made the first episode of Phineas and Ferb?
Well, the first episode we started working on in kind of March, April of 2006. But we created the series back in 1993, before most of you guys were born. We were working on another show called Rocko's Modern Life, and that's when we first created the show. And then it just took us 13 years before we could get it on the air. Then once we started working on it in 2006, it took about 2 years before the series premiered on the network in 2008. So what we call the development time.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi. After doing some research, it looks like you only done animation type films. Do you plan on doing any movies?
Actually, we just wrote one. So the answer is maybe. We may write some, and I think my partner Dan is interested in directing live action. I might. Animation is a lot of fun. We come in the morning at about, well, I get here early because I go surfing in the morning. But we usually only work till about 6 o'clock every day, most of the time. And we don't have hair and makeup and a big team of people waiting around for us, like lighting and cinematography and all that.
What is your favorite song from Phineas and Ferb?
You didn't do it, then the teachers will tell you to do it that night. But then the next day your grade will drop to like a 75 on that homework instead of getting 100% on it.
So what you're saying is, do your homework.
Yeah.
Now my other question to you before you go away, Stephanie, is, I think your teacher said you have Chromebooks. Do you get to take your Chromebooks home?
No.
Okay, so you leave them at school. And can you tell me 1 or 2 things that you do with your Chromebooks?
With our Chromebooks, we use Google Drive or we use Google Classroom.
And what do you do in Google Drive?
In Google Drive, we like do documents and we type things like an essay or whatever, and then we get to like share it to our like teachers.
I'm Noah. You've met me before. I'm your teacher's brother. I'll be heading out to the University of Florida in the fall. What any of these words mean? Yeah. I've said the words, right? I've said the words. Now, does anyone want to try to put this back together? You can try, but it is not going to look the same it did before. And I think that's what, especially at your middle school, that's what I wanted to come here to stress to you, is that when you say something, you can't repair it. You can't bring it back to the way it originally was. When you say, when you have a friend, during middle school, you'll encounter all these new people. If we, as humans, could strive to be nice to one another, then bullying wouldn't really exist. If we learn to stand up for each other and for ourselves, rather than being
Like it was planned in the practice call, we're going to do a Q&A, so we're going to ask you guys questions, and you guys can ask us questions also. We'll start with asking you guys some questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, speak loud, guys.
Hi, my name's Kellen, and I was wondering what the weather's like there.
Sunny. Very sunny.
What are some of your favorite cuisines?
What's cuisine?
Food.
McDonald's.
Italian.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I was wondering what are some of your favorite games to play during your free time?
Rugby.
We like to play games like soccer and baseball and a bunch of different sports outside.
We use Chromebooks. There's a class set of iPads.
Yes.
Those